Welcome back. Something big just happened. Today's story is truly shocking. It's shaking up the world of social media and online drama. What happened here isn't just unexpected. It could change everything moving forward. Because every action has a reaction, and that reaction is coming. So what do you think? Is this just the beginning? And what do you expect to happen next?
So apparently, Huda doesn't have custody of her child. And now it's kind of making sense why I peeped what I did when I was watching Love Island. Because haven't y'all noticed, it's never, I have a daughter, I have a daughter. It's, I'm a mom, I'm a mom, I'm a mom. Yet she doesn't really move like she's a mom in the villa, if you guys haven't noticed. Like, she's such a crash out and she doesn't really think for a moment, oh, my daughter's going to see this one day. It's not giving custodial parent. I mean, she was in this villa for weeks. Weeks, okay? She was in this villa for weeks. And she didn't really talk about missing her daughter. She didn't show any emotions about being away from her daughter, which I thought was a little strange. But let me know what you guys think.
She's saying Huda doesn't have custody of her child. That's why after 6 weeks of not seeing her child, she's just out and about in LA. I think I saw her with some man. I don't even know who that man is. But that would make complete sense, actually. Because how do you go 6 weeks and not the first thing you don't think of is to go see your child, especially when it's her birthday? And you're not legally obligated to be in that Airbnb or be there? Crazy, bro.
Pepe driving back to see his dog. I love my dog. I would do that in a heartbeat. And then goes back to handle the Love Island business. That's how you do that. That's how we know Huda does not have custody of her daughter. Ain't no going back. When you ain't got custody, you gotta wait for your day.
This is my evaluation of Huda from Love Island that nobody asked for, and why we're all a Huda stan, even though she definitely be acting crazy sometimes. So here's the thing. Huda had her baby when she was like 19, so she was a really young mom. And when you are that young and you have a child, you're not spending a lot of time like in the dating scene. You're not spending a lot of time like just with your young friends. Like, you are mainly taking care of that child. And so I feel like she in a way has been really like sheltered from that world. And so I think the way that she's acting in the villa is she's acting as her 19-year-old self, because she just hasn't had the opportunity to like grow socially around people her age. And like, you know, a lot of the other people in the villa did have that time, and you know, none of them, for the most part, like all of them have been spending their time like, you know, in the club or just like spending a lot of time with other people. So Huda just hasn't had time to build that social awareness that other people have. So with that being said, she did crash out and act crazy and act like how she would have acted when she was 19. But then she noticed how everyone was responding to her, and she was like, okay, I don't think that this is how I'm supposed to be acting. I need to kind of take a step back and evaluate my actions. And I think that that part right there is what showed everybody that Huda is actually a good person, because accountability is actually really hard to make. And also, not a lot of other people in the villa do take accountability. Like Chelley, for example, on that episode where America was like voting who's the most genuine or who is in the best couple and yada yada yada. First of all, Chelley kept putting herself at the front of the line. Girl, that was so telling. That was so telling. And she just kept moving down and down and down and down. And neither her nor Ace actually took that opportunity to like evaluate, like, okay, am I doing something wrong? Like, clearly we're doing something that like isn't good. That like, I mean, less Ace and more Chelley in my opinion, but they just didn't take the opportunity to reflect on their behavior where Huda did. And that to me is really telling of a good person. Like, I think sometimes we hold people to too high of a standard and we say, oh, well, if you act like this, you're a narcissist and you're cut off. And oh, if you act like this, you're a shitty friend and you don't deserve a second chance and you're toxic, so I'm cutting you out of my life. But at the end of the day, like, we all act selfishly sometimes, and we have to give people that understanding and space to do that and learn from it. And if somebody does learn from it and genuinely makes changes to move differently and be a better person to be around, that to me is what tells me that you're a good person. Like, not the original mistake, because we all make those. So because we all make those anyway. So I think that is why we are all a Huda stan, is because we can tell that she was being like genuinely herself, and she learned from that situation and she tried to be better. I think it also says something that Amaya was really close with Huda, and I feel like everyone loves Amaya because she's just like so authentically herself. And I think that in a way, so is Huda. She just, like I said, just kind of hasn't had the opportunity to like, you know, grow as a person because she's had to pour that energy into her child. So yeah, and I still think that Huda has a lot of learning to do, but, you know, obviously she's in her early 20s, so, like, don't we freaking all, like, we all still act like teenagers. But yeah, so at the end of the day, I think Huda is a really good person, especially in comparison to some of the other girls that were kind of, like, made out to be, like, the angels, when, in reality, when it came down to it, they really weren't. They were pretty selfish.
Happy Saturday, everyone. I just want to come on here and say that Noah is a better human than I am, because if I was in his position and my partner was saying the disgusting things that Huda is saying about this man as a partner and a father, I would be dragging her ass through the mud, dirt, and shit. Like Todd Chrisley once said, I would rip your head off and shit down your neck. Like, truly, truthfully, it was that bad. As a mother, I get so angry and activated when people say things about a partner when you're on national TV, and these repercussions are going to follow her forever. So Noah, you are a great man. Don't waste your time on the podcast interview. If anything, you can debrief whatever we recapped from it on our pod. Oh, and one more thing. If you haven't gone to his page and shown him love, go do that, please, because these Huda activists are truly so insufferable, like she is. Catch you later.
Bro, everybody's talking shit about Huda not seeing her kid for the summer. Bro, she was on Love Island for 6 weeks. Am I the only one that feels like 6 weeks isn't that long to leave your child with their father? Like, I definitely feel like people are used to fathers not knowing how to take care of their kids, fathers not wanting to take care of their kids, because a month and a half, you can have your baby for a month and a half. Like, what? And then everybody keeps saying, well, why didn't she go to her baby as soon as she got off the plane? I thought the baby was in Hawaii for her birthday. What does she look like taking her baby from Hawaii for her birthday? Like, everybody like, I would be so mad if my mom missed my birthday. You would not be mad if your ass was with your dad in Hawaii. Y'all just be capping. Y'all be lying. I know I don't like her, but like, bro, make it make sense. I love my peoples. I'm not about to sit here and act fake butthurt because I'm not seeing my mother for the summer, but I'm with my dad's side of the family and I'm kicking it with them. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's just common sense. I saw somebody say that they don't even have nobody to watch their daughter for a month and a half, so it don't even make sense for Huda to even leave her daughter with the father for a month and a half. I saw one person say she don't got custody of her daughter because the daughter is spending the summer with the dad. And why would the daughter be spending the summer with the dad if you have custody of your kid? Like, well, I'm like, bro.
As somebody with no kids, I probably should not be speaking on this. And as somebody who is not a Love Island watcher and is not a Huda fan, I definitely shouldn't be speaking on this. But why is it that when mothers do the things that fathers do, they get so much hate? And why have we normalized y'all speaking on things that you don't know fully about? Like, I see everyone keep commenting, oh, Huda hasn't went back to her daughter. Huda hasn't went back to her daughter. Her daughter's with her dad. Like, God forbid the child got another parent. Like, what? And then, if I'm not, I'm saying mistaken, she said that she had her young. She had to stop doing a lot of things. He was deployed for mad long. The baby was with her for all those years and times. God forbid she hasn't seen her daughter in 2 months. Like, come on, bro. Like, why does she need to center her life around her daughter? Like, her daughter is with her baby father. It's not like, there's nothing wrong with that. You guys allow men to be bums, deadbeats, all types of stuff. Let them do whatever they want. Let it have been a man. Nobody would have brought that up. It wouldn't have even mattered. And I hate that for y'all. Like, y'all never put this energy into fathers who aren't in their kids' life. It's only been a few weeks. Okay. I'm sure she misses her daughter. Who wouldn't miss their daughter? But, like, stop trying to, like, imply that she's a bad mom. Because who made you fairly odd mother? Like, who died and left you in charge of parenting or motherhood? Like, I'm so confused. And her daughter isn't even like a newborn. Isn't her daughter like 5? She could talk. She can be told to sit down. She can state what she like, what she don't like, if she's happy and unhappy. She's okay with her dad. She's just fine, I'm sure.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update.